Hello everyone. Today we are going to study parturition and lactation. These two are the last topic in human reproduction. We'll discuss it today. So what is mean by parturition? Parturition is nothing but delivery or expulsion of the fetus. Simply in simple words, what you can say, childbirth. A mother, when the fetus is completely developed, it should be delivered, right? So delivery or expulsion of the fetus itself, the childbirth itself is called as parturition. So in the previous classes you have studied how the gametes are formed, the male gamete and female gamete, how it fuses to produce a zygote, and that zygote divides and redivides to form embryo, and that is the developing embryo is there in the uterus. In the uterus, further embryonic development takes place in the uterus. Now, when the completely grown baby, or what we can say a completely developed fetus, what happens? Along with the placenta, okay, once the fetus is completely developed, what it does? The placenta and the embryo together, they create a mild contraction, okay. The reason is the baby should pass through this canal. Now, the first step is fully developed fetus and the placenta induce the mild contraction, okay. But because of this contraction, the fetus cannot be delivered because this is very mild contraction, okay. So, once the uterus is contracted, then these contractions in the uterus, the signals are sent to the brain, okay. So, when the completely developed fetus and the placenta create a mild contraction, that signal is sent to the brain. Once the brain receives the signal, this process, what I mean to say is, this process is called as fetal ejection reflex. What is fetal ejection reflex? That means a completely developed fetus along with the placenta, they create a mild contraction, and that contraction which is created in the uterus, these signals are reached to the brain. And once the brain gets the signal of a mild contraction, then this signal triggers the brain to release the oxytocin from the pituitary, okay. Then what happens after a mild contraction? When the brain receives the signals, it triggers this mechanism, this process. The first step triggers the release of oxytocin from the pituitary. So, in first PUC you have studied all the glands. So, pituitary is below the hypothalamus, where the pituitary is anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary, okay, posterior pituitary. This posterior pituitary secretes the oxytocin, okay. Now, once the secretion, I mean to say the release of oxytocin takes place, what happens? What is the function of oxytocin? Okay, it acts on the uterine muscles and causes the strong uterine contraction. The first uterine contraction is created or produced by the developing fetus, completely developed fetus along with the placenta. After that mild contraction, what happens? The release of oxytocin. Because of the oxytocin, what happens? It acts on the uterine wall, okay. This is uterus. It acts on a uterine wall and it creates a stronger contraction. Again the uterus contracts, okay, but this contraction is stronger than the first one. That was the first one was mild, and now the contraction is stronger, and again this signal is reached to brain, and then again what happens? The oxytocin releases, and that again acts on the uterus. This makes the stronger and stronger contractions, okay. The stronger and stronger contraction, once it forms, then it is also called as positive feedback, and the baby is delivered out. So, these are the steps, these are the very simple steps for parturition. how the baby is delivered, how the fetus is expelled out. Means first step is the completely fully developed fetus along with the placenta, they create a very mild contraction. Okay, so because of this contraction the baby cannot be delivered, right? So this mild contraction in the uterus, the brain gets the signal that there is a mild contraction in the uterus. That means the baby is ready to come. Now it triggers the release of oxytocin. Once this mild contraction is generated, then it triggers the release of oxytocin from the pituitary, that to posterior pituitary. Now it acts on a uterine muscles for the stronger contraction. This changes in the contraction because of the stronger and stronger contraction, the baby is delivered, or the fully grown or the developed embryo is delivered. We are done with parturition. Now we have studied the structure of mammary gland, right? So lactation means the mammary glands start producing milk. Okay, that too the duration is at the end of the pregnancy. Okay, nearly in the 8th-9th month, the end of the pregnancy, what happens, the mammary glands start producing the milk secretion, I mean to say milk production starts at the end of the pregnancy. So this process is called as lactation. And colostrum is a very important term. You need to remember the definition of parturition, lactation and also colostrum. Colostrum means the milk which is produced during the initial few days, okay, in the very starting of the milk production. Okay, the process of production of milk is called as lactation in the mammary glands. And in the very initial stage of lactation, once the production of milk starts, then in the milk which is secreted in the very initial, that is called as colostrum. This is very rich in antibodies and it is helpful in the feeding of the baby. Not only colostrum, the lactation, what is the importance of the lactation? That is to feed a newborn baby. That is the characteristic feature of all the mammals, that to female mammals. I mean to say a female human, after the parturition, the baby is nourished, the baby is fed with the milk. So here we complete the lactation and parturition. Now we will discuss the main points whichever we have covered in the human reproduction. So in the human reproduction lesson, initially in the introduction class we have studied the phases of reproduction, the phases of human reproduction, types of reproduction and all. And after that we studied male reproductive part and female reproductive system. I mean to say male and female reproductive system. After this we studied gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means gamete formation. The male gamete formation is spermatogenesis and the female's gamete formation is oogenesis. That is the production of egg and sperm. So we have studied already. Structure of sperm and egg. Done. Then we studied menstrual cycle and then fertilization and embryonic development. Today we studied the last topic, that is parturition and lactation. So here we complete the human reproduction. Thank you.